You know what we did in Brighton when we were in Brighton. Started singing that song "Down with the Sickness," but as Michael Jackson. And I thought that would be like appropriate because of the themes of the movie, the first one. So I'll be going like, "Come on, get down with the thickness. Come on, get down with the thickness." Welcome to the Sunday Movie Marathon. I'm Max today.
I'm Chris.
Today and today only. I'm Kai.
One night only. Yeah, how we doing?
Yeah, same as always.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, that bad. Yeah, it's another month, I suppose. How's the month been? Has it been a month?
I think it's been a little bit less.
Yeah, a bit of a quicker turnaround this time because it was like,
It was
ages before the last one.
Yeah.
And I'm ill again.
Now we're ill again, but not too ill to bring you some high quality podcasting content.
Yeah, this one isn't going to take us a month to record.
No, well, we'll see. I feel so full of carbs and pasta.
Yeah, before we started, Max was eating like literally plain pasta.
Just plain pasta.
It kind of blew my mind. No sauce.
It's my life now.
Nothing.
This is what I do to
You
my body.
Only eat plain.
Only eat plain. God, I tell you should see Heathrow. They're so mad.
Hey.
Christ. Yeah, preamble, I suppose. We went to Brighton. It was a good time. We played some darts. As it turns out, the bullseye isn't the main one.
No.
That's not the highest one. Did you know this?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm the only one who didn't know this and nobody told me.
You're like Jez from Peep Show when he's playing darts. And Mark's like, "Are you aiming for the bullseye?" And Jez is like, "Yeah, of course I am. It's red. It's right in the bloody middle."
Yeah. It is. It's the bullseye.
Yeah, but it's only 50.
It should be at least 100. In my mind, it was 100.
No.
I
Because
was
then
like, why am I losing?
games
all
of
the
darts
time?
would be over very quickly.
It's not true, is it?
Yeah.
Well,
If you hit a treble bullseye, that's 300 off your score already. You're playing a game of 501.
But you could say that about any of them.
No, if the max you can get is a 180, that's 3 treble 20s.
Yeah, but you could say that about that.
No, 'cause you're playing 501.
501. Do you know what he's talking about?
I was
This guy's spouting off like darts knowledge to us, and I'm like, it's like he looks at me and goes, he knows what he's doing,
Mate,
and he knows where he's shooting. I'm like, I'm pissing into the wind here, mate.
trying to explain some of the rules of trying to explain killer without having the visual aids that machine gave us was nigh on impossible. Everyone looked at me like I was speaking French,
We
and I
got the
was
hang of it
like,
eventually,
yeah,
and I fucking crushed you.
you did. To be fair, I was the worst performer.
Yeah.
Which was a bit annoying.
There's a bar around the corner from here that shows live darts. They just have dart players.
Yeah,
doing
the
their
Modus
thing.
series. Yeah, I've been a few times. It's good.
Maybe we should go and learn.
I don't want to do that. We also played mini golf, but it was like inside and it was all neon. And we were like, where do we go? The aquatic room. And they only played songs about being in the sea. Ocean Man didn't play, but Baby Shark did. And I felt like a child. Also, there were children there, a lot of children.
Yeah. Who won that?
Well, it remains to be seen, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
It remains to be seen.
The referee
because-
counted up the scores and who won it? After I was slagged off furiously
There's
before
no
the
way
scores
you
were
won
counted
that.
up. I did win it.
There's no fucking way you won that.
No,
because you decided not to do the last 2 holes.
Yeah, but I took the max score on those because I was like, we're holding everyone else up here. So I took the max score, but that just shows how well I'd performed up to that point.
He was acting like he got holes in one. He
No,
did as terribly as the rest of
but
us.
I was coming in on par most holes, sometimes even under par.
Do you remember that one that was just like you had to shoot it up a slide?
Yes.
That was fucked.
That was annoying. And it just gave you a
And
score.
you did just as badly as the rest of us.
Yeah, but that was...
And you just kept... That was a theme as well. And you remember the one where you had to get it across the bridge?
Yeah, that was annoying.
Couldn't do that.
No, because I was trying to... See, this is what I mean. I was playing as if it was a skilled game.
No.
But it's not. It's mini golf. You just hit the ball and hope for the best. But no, I'll say that I still won. So doesn't
No,
really matter, does it?
remember the one where you had to get it up like a ramp, and then there were like 2 holes, and then you had to get it into the hole, and then it goes down through like another thing, and then you sucked at that too.
Yeah, but I still won overall.
There's no fucking way. There's no way he won.
But I did.
No.
Did we keep the scorecards?
I don't know.
We should have kept the scorecards.
Then, well, I don't think it would have mattered anyway.
Why not?
I just don't agree fundamentally with how we did it. That's my problem.
What, because I quit on the last 2 holes?
Yeah. And there's no way that somebody who can do that and also fuck up all those other ones could win.
No, I only fucked up 2 holes at most. And even then, I still only came in maybe over a couple over par. Whereas sometimes I was watching some shots, and I mean, that first hole we were on, I think you did it in about 8 shots. It was a par 3.
Yeah.
When you say you quit the other 2, did you just not do them at all?
Yeah, I just didn't do them.
Well, then obviously you won, because it's all about who has the least amount of points.
Yeah, I know, but they gave me the maximum score for those 2 holes.
But then you say that, then, by your logic, I could have just stopped halfway through.
Yeah.
And won.
No, because you would have got the max score for every other hole. So not necessarily.
But you didn't go in the ball pit, and that's where you fell off as well.
Yeah, I
The
didn't.
ball pit was extra points.
I'm not going in the ball pit. It's germ-infested hellhole.
I'm fine. And you're sick.
Yeah, because of the ball pit, my proximity to the ball pit.
I was within the ball pit.
Maybe that's immunity then.
It's not immunity, because I've been sick like a dog for the last month. I only just got over it.
Maybe the ball pit's like full of special powers that made Max clean.
Yeah. They made me go down a slide. That was annoying.
Oh yeah, like immediately you had to go down a slide. Sorry to
just
say,
go
people.
home.
Yeah. If you're in a wheelchair, you're fucked.
Yeah, true. They said there was a door, but I didn't see a door.
I didn't see no door. Also, that's a nightmare for a wheelchair to get around. The whole
Oh yeah.
whole gaff.
Yeah, just don't go if you're in a wheelchair. It's not very wheelchair friendly.
Yeah. Can't play golf if you're in a wheelchair anyway.
No, that's true.
Yeah, you can. Just get a little club. You ableist bastards.
Cool.
But Brighton was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What else have we done this month?
I don't remember.
The pendulum thing.
We went to Pendulum.
Pendulum.
DJ.
Went on a country walk.
Every DJ set was terrible except for Pendulum.
Mm.
Went on a country walk. Kai complained the whole time. Said I hate country walks. And then at the end he goes, that was nice, wasn't it?
Not the whole time.
Most of the time.
I complained on the drive up because I didn't know where we were going. We were at the back of nowhere.
Went to David Byrne.
We did. Went to David Byrne.
Yeah, I think that was before the last episode.
But we didn't talk about it.
Yeah. Did we not?
No.
I thought we did.
No.
I don't know. I don't listen to the episodes.
I was there. I remember us not talking about it because I wrote it down and I go, nah, we don't have time. So that was good. Come on! Yeah.
It's been a fun month overall, I would say.
Decent.
I've played 3 Call of Duty campaigns.
Nice.
That's what I've been doing.
Which ones? The first 3, I'm assuming. Okay.
Now I'm on Modern Warfare. It's going
nice,
off.
Okay.
Should we talk about some movies?
Suppose so.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Chris chose some movies for us to watch. We got a big group together. Some would say too big for this tiny little room and very little air conditioning, but we did it anyway.
And I fucked the whole thing up for everyone there.
Take it away, Chris.
So I picked 3 films following the theme of family, sort of family dynamics, that sort of thing. So I picked Edward Scissorhands, Mrs. Doubtfire and The Straight Story. Starting off with Edward Scissorhands, 1990 movie directed by Tim Burton, starring Johnny Depp as the title character for Edward Scissorhands. I'm pretty sure that's his legal name.
Yeah, it's his last name.
So he lives in a big house at the end of this like suburban sort of area, this massive like scary castle that no one goes in, till one day Diane Wiest is playing an Avon salesman. She looks up at this house as like, maybe he'll buy something, finds Edward there, and then is like, actually, you need to come home with me. So she takes him home. He like sort of settles into their family, interacts with all the other people who are fascinated by him because he's weird, quiet, and has scissor hands.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, to find so parallels with your own life.
Me and my scissor hands.
Yeah, we go, he's a bit weird. I watched this like a couple of years ago, I think. I was like, it's all right. Now I like it less. I'll tell you why. It reminds me too much of The Cat in the Hat. because was it the production designer for the Cat in the Hat? No, the director of the Cat in the Hat was the production designer for this, and I go, this is way too Cat in the Hat like. It put my whole vibe off. But it's also like a Frankenstein story. So I like that about it. But then it's also like there are too many like juxtaposing things. Where I'm like, I like this, but then there's equally something that I don't like about it to like clash with it. It's like Johnny Depp, who's a sketchy character these days, but he's also doing like a Michael Jackson impression, and I'm like, yeah, that's why I did the Michael Jackson thing at the beginning. And I don't like it. It scares me. It puts me off. It's just really annoying, like the whole time. And then he's in this Cat in the Hat world. I'm like, Tim, what are you doing here? What are we doing here, Tim? I'm sick of Tim Burton. There, I said it. I don't like Tim Burton. That's my whole thing.
I don't think we've talked about any of his films on this podcast before.
No.
This must be the first one.
I think it is. What a one to go. We should have done Dumbo.
We should not have done Dumbo.
He barely did Dumbo.
Yeah. I really like Tim Burton, like particularly his like earlier stuff. Anything after like 2000 can fuck off. Yeah. But Edward Scissorhands has always been like my favourite. I think I watched it at quite a young age. Just fell in love with it then. I really like sort of how colourful a lot of it is, like the very bright, over the top sort of suburban look, and I like how that juxtaposes with the gothic side of obviously the castle and Edward in general.
His outfit, it looks like he's going permanently to every club in Berlin.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. But if you take his clothes off, then he's a robot, and that's conflicting as well, because everybody like fancies him. This is a real good one for just the freaks, because all the women love him from suburbia. They love his ass.
Particularly that really horny neighbour.
I like that.
Like, yeah. First time you meet her, she's like trying to shag a plumber.
Yeah, and it only gets better from there for her character and her hair.
Have you seen this before, Kai? I don't know if I asked you.
I was holding fire. No, I've never seen it before.
For his whole life, he's been holding fire. Yeah. So eventually we'll talk about it on the podcast.
I think, I can't remember what I rated this on Letterboxd, but the more I've reflected on it, the less I like it. I think this is one of the most grating and egregious films I've maybe ever seen in my life.
Jesus Christ. Oh, I got a quote from Kai. He said, I actually don't like this geezer. Just because you got scissors for hands doesn't mean it's your first day on Earth.
That was my biggest problem with the whole thing. How did he survive that long before he was found? Because he's simple. He's not got a clue. It's like he's
a robot.
Yeah, but how did he survive in that house for so long by himself?
What do you mean survive?
Well, his dad, we see his dad die.
Yeah.
And it's just him up there by himself.
He just stands there, yeah, in the corner.
He has to fend for himself, no?
Why?
No one goes up to the castle.
He needed food to live though, right?
No, he didn't. He's a robot.
Okay, well, I'll take back that criticism then.
What have I been saying? He's a robot.
I don't know. I just found that it's too whimsical.
We all know how much you hate whimsy.
I didn't buy any of it. I didn't buy it at all. Like, this woman goes up, she sees him, she's freaked out by him, and then immediately she's like, oh, I'm going to take you home. I don't get why Winona Ryder's character falls in love with him, because they have no interaction whatsoever. She just apparently decides one day that she loves him.
She's terrible, by the way.
Yeah, all the performances were bad. Surprisingly, I didn't like the music. I found that quite jarring. But I usually like Danny Elfman, so that's an odd one for me. Tim Burton, I don't know. I like Edward. That's a good film. I would rather have watched Edward. But it's just the whole... He's an annoying character. There's nothing you can latch onto. There's no, like, real humanity there. I thought it'd be a story of, like, him being a simpleton, but then actually, like, learning to become human and feel and all of that. And I think that's what he was going for.
He's like a sad, nice guy.
But then by the end of the film, he's the same person he was at the start of the film. It's just...
Yeah.
He got accused of rape, and then...
It's a comment on American suburbia.
Yeah.
It all stays the same in the end.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah, it was. Fine. It wasn't for me. But then again, I don't know. I probably need to rewatch it, because I was a bit drunk and I
Just a
maybe
little.
missed integral points.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
For me, I feel like the movie's kind of almost like a fairy tale, and it very much has that sort of vibe. So, like, I understand why you're like questioning things like her going up to the house and stuff like that, and taking him in, and like Winona Ryder falling in love with him. But maybe for me, because it feels like so whimsical and such like a fairy tale sort of story, I'm able to sort of look past that and kind of ignore the logic as much.
Mm-hmm.
Especially where it's all sort of the way it looks as well. It's all very much a fantasy sort of vibe I get from the film. So I'm able to switch off a little bit and just kind of go with the movie.
Yeah.
That is nice about it, I think. And there are elements that I do really like, and you get quite a few laughs out of it. My problem, I think, is that it's like the same thing over and over again for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look at this guy, he's like can't do anything and he just like fucks up and makes mistakes. Let's just watch that for 2 hours. I'm like, okay, like, what other little situations can we put him in?
Yeah.
It's like a situations movie where you just put this guy into situations that he can't do, and that's the joke.
I was doing my nut by about 45 minutes because I was like, when is something going to happen?
Yeah.
When is this going to progress? When is the character arcs going to kick in?
There's no arcs.
Because at the moment, it's literally just, like you say, situations of him being an idiot, bursting a waterbed,
Hilarious.
cutting dogs' hair,
Yeah.
making fancy hedges.
It's like 40 minutes of just like seeing what else he'll cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what wacky thing is he going to cut this time? What shape is it going to be?
And he's got scars all over his face. Surely the first time he caught himself with his scissor hands, he was like, oh, fuck, that's sharp. Because he must feel pain then.
Have you ever cut yourself shaving?
Yeah, but that's different.
Have you cut yourself shaving more than once?
But that's so different.
Why?
Because, right, so sometimes you just can't help that. It just happens. You cut yourself shaving. His hands are literally scissors. You'd think he'd go, keep these away from my face after the first time he's cut himself and hurt himself. Because a little nick when you're shaving, there's
Does
nothing.
he feel anything?
I think so.
Because he recoils in pain at one point when he catches himself.
Yeah. Is that recoil in pain, or was it like, oh no, I've done this in front of someone?
What embarrassment.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell, not again.
Yeah.
I look like a twat.
Could be.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel bad about this episode because I was just... I think I should sit this one out personally. I should just let you guys talk about the films because I was too drunk to have any real
Smash out
opinions
your
on these.
mind.
Yeah, because Matt, you guys, Chris can go, this is one of my favourite films of all time. All I did was sit there and heckle it for the most part because I was pissed.
I think we all did.
Yeah, everyone did.
Everyone did.
I was sat there having a great time, crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to let the listeners know you can't take any of my opinions on any of these films seriously because I was not of sound body and mind. So the things I say, they wouldn't hold up in a court of law. That's all I'm saying.
Including the one of these that you actually liked.
Yeah, because I'd been shouted at by that point and I started to sober up, so I kind of engaged with the film.
Well, it takes sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the costume design and like a practical effect work. He does look a bit like someone that would go to a Berlin nightclub.
Yeah.
But I quite enjoy that. Has like almost a little bit of a steampunk sort of gothic edge, which I think really works. I love like the interior of the massive castle, like especially during that sequence where you got Vincent Price as the inventor, and he's like just got these crazy gadgets that are making his breakfast for him, and I think all of that stuff looks really cool.
He's wallacing it up hard. It is, it calls to mind like those early monster movies, Dracula and Frankenstein and all that, as much as it is quite a Shelley-esque Frankenstein story. I was getting that a lot from the movie about like him being like this sort of abomination that was never, or like was unfinished, was supposed to be something else, and it's not supposed to exist in normal society. I really like that about the movie, that it takes that idea of Frankenstein sort of just makes it something else instead of just like a straight up adaptation of Frankenstein, which is a lot less interesting to me.
Definitely. You've definitely got the, like, from Frankenstein, like the ending where he's being sort of chased by the angry townspeople and stuff and not accepted for who he is. There's also, I think, a lot of like Beauty and the Beast sort of elements in there, like with the romance, and especially in like the ending where the townspeople like chase him out and they're sort of separated. You've got like Winona Ryder's character, you've got the sort of jockey handsome guy that's pining after her the whole movie, like you're doing. Yeah, Gaston.
He sucks. Not Gaston, the guy.
Anthony Michael Hall.
Yeah.
From The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
He was so lame the whole time. His acting was terrible. It was just like, yeah, I'm supposed to hate this guy. Sort of do. So maybe they've nailed it there, but it's also like just hammy, really hammy.
I feel like that's kind of the point with pretty much all the acting. I feel like a lot of it's very hammy and stilted kind of.
You can't say that to excuse it.
No, I think that fits the vibe. I really enjoy it.
Yeah. That's just, I never click with those sort of things when it's like deliberately over the top and stuff. It's never my cup of tea.
Yeah,
so
I get that.
I don't know.
I think a lot of his work is very much inspired by like 50s B movies and stuff, and I feel like especially in this, it seems like they're intentionally trying to capture a lot of the acting and performances from those sort of movies, and it does at points feel almost like a B movie, monster movie from the 50s, but with a lot more sentimentality and romance and fantasy elements in there.
Yeah, for sure. It's I don't know, I'd say it was probably on the upper echelon of Tim Burton's movies.
Jesus, really?
Personally, yeah, but I don't really like Tim Burton.
Bloody hell.
It stands out. It definitely stands out. Whereas a lot of the others just take or leave, you know.
Have you seen Edward?
No.
Edward's great. I think you would actually like that one because it's like just kind of a straight drama.
All right. Well, I might have to give that a go at some point.
Yeah.
I gotta look up all his movies because I'm sort of blanking on that and like Dumbo and Alice in Wonderland.
Got Beetlejuice. That's
Beetlejuice was all right.
His Batman movies are great.
Oh, I didn't watch those, to be fair.
Mars Attacks. That's a banger. Mars Attacks.
No.
I love Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd is good. That's the best one.
There's 2 Tom Jones songs in this film as well, which blew my mind. That's far too much Tom Jones for this film.
And then you would hate Mars Attacks because he's literally in it.
Is he? Oh, I remember you saying, yeah, insane stuff. Is he just a big Tom Jones fan?
Yeah, must be. I really enjoy Johnny Depp's performance as Edward. Like you said, it is very Michael Jackson-esque. I think that might have been an influence of his. But I was reading that he was watching a lot of Charlie Chaplin to sort of see how to like perform without saying a lot of words, because he doesn't really speak that much. I think I read he's only says like 160 words or something throughout the whole movie. A lot of his performance is just based on sort of mannerisms and facial expressions. And I think he does a really good job with it. He
is good at those, to be fair. There's a lot that's going on with like, the movement of it and the way he holds himself and his, the character movements. I remember very well just always the scene like directly after he pops the bed and then he walks out into the corridor and into the bathroom. It's like such a striking like posture that he's holding himself in, and like the Scissorhands definitely add a lot to the character. Obviously, but it's like you gotta like put that into the performance because they're not just you can't walk around like just as hands. He does the weapons run as well, sort of towards the end. He does the run that the kids do in weapons. It's like they stole it from him. It was his before it was theirs.
True.
But so because he's got like these scissor hands, he can't like have them just like flush at his side. He's always got to be like out a little bit. So that's always fun.
Apparently they modelled his hair after Robert Smith from The Cure as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is just spot on Robert Smith.
Tim Burton even approached Robert Smith to do the score for the movie, but he turned it down because he was making Disintegration at the time.
Oh, fair enough.
Well, there we go.
Speaking of the score, you said you didn't like it at all.
No, I found it quite grating and irritating.
Yeah.
But I do like Danny Elfman generally, so it's quite surprising.
Yeah, I think this is like genuinely one of my favourite scores in any film.
Yeah.
I think it's really beautiful, really whimsical. I think it fits the vibe of the film really well. There's a bit of music that always like sort of makes me tear up a bit when he's like shaving the ice sculpture and like Winona Ryder's like spinning around in the snow. There's this really beautiful piece there which I really love. There's like so many different musical bits that really stuck with me. It's like a score that I like quite often will just listen to on its own.
Yeah, nice, fair enough.
That's definitely the scene that jumps out to me the most when I think about the music. I do like the music. I think Danny Elfman always tends to do a pretty good job for whatever he's attached to. Never lament hearing a score from him. He's one of the goats. He did The Simpsons, for crying out loud.
Is he dead now?
No, he's still going.
Still alive.
He tours now.
Does he?
Yeah, he like performs. It's like
He makes weird.
pretty sure
music.
he comes out in just like shorts without a shirt on.
Hell
And he
yeah.
like just has like a orchestra playing his music. It looks insane.
Hey, I'd pay to see him in just shorts.
Pay to him see him perform the Simpsons theme song.
Over and over and over.
There was like videos of him performing at Coachella a couple years ago. It looked insane. Especially when he does the Simpsons theme, because like the whole crowd goes
That's
insane.
mental, yeah.
Starts dropping tabs.
I was reading there was quite a few different people that were like in the running to play Edward Scissorhands, and one of them was Tom Cruise, and the only reason he turned it down was because he was asking so many questions about it that he wasn't getting answered. Like he was asking things like how does he go to the toilet and stuff like that.
I'm on Tom Cruise's side with this.
Yeah.
They seem to pick and choose what he can and can't do.
He's a robot.
Yes, I know, but there needs to be consistency within him. He can't feel pain and then not eat food.
What do you mean?
Well, if he's a robot, he
I'll
either
feel
feels
pain and
pain
not
or he
eat
doesn't.
food.
He either feels
not
pain or
mutually
he doesn't.
exclusive.
He can't. It's either got to be he doesn't feel pain, he doesn't need food.
Well, he's like a half human, half robot.
Right. So
he
what's
like,
the half human side of him eting then? He needs sustenance. This boy
Slop.
needs sustenance.
yeah, he eats a carrot at one point, puts it
Exactly.
on his little scissor.
So he's hungry.
In my headcanon, he doesn't need to eat.
No,
But
I don't
does
think he does.
if he wants to.
I feel like he just eats because people give him food and he thinks that that's acceptable.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause a lot of his performances he is sort of trying to be sort of accepted by people in a way.
Mm-hmm.
At least in the way that he's kind of just going along with what everyone like tells him to do and gets him to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the scene where the woman tries to have sex with him and then accuses him of rape?
That was fun.
How is that fairy tale?
Have you heard any fairy tale ever?
They've always got some dark shit going on.
Yeah, it's always an undertone.
Okay, but then you can't have your cake and eat it too and say it's whimsical because it's a fairy tale and the performance is bad because it's a fairy tale. If you're including a rape scene in there or an accused rape scene, you've either got to go full dark or not dark at all and just keep that scene out and give him another reason for being ousted from the community.
Well, it's not even really because of that. It's more because like Anthony Michael Hall accuses him of trying to kill Winona Ryder and then him scratching up the boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. When he says about the assault scene, nobody listens to him. Nobody cares. And they just brush past it. Like,
Yeah, no, but she accuses him of rape in the end.
right.
She said that he tried to rape her, even though we see that that's not what happened.
Funny.
Yeah.
Bit funny.
It's so tonally inconsistent.
Totally inconsistent.
It is.
I don't think it is at all.
It is.
I think it's got a tone. It's just like a lot of different elements to
Yeah.
the tone.
Yeah, but that's not tone then.
The fuck are you talking?
You can't have a toned. You can't have one tone of a bathroom wall painted. I'm sorry. Oh, no.
It's like a gradient.
I'm
It's
ill.
like a
Leave me
gradient.
alone. I'm not very
gradient tone.
well. I'm a sick man.
Trying to debate tones with us. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, no. Oh, yeah, I was going to say skin tone, but you do get variations on that as well,
do.
don't you?
He's absolutely
All
embarrassed.
right, fuck it. You've got me there.
Yeah.
Fine. The tone can be inconsistent then. I actually don't give a fuck anymore. Hope you're happy, Edward. You've won, mate. I have to give this fucking 10 out of 10 now, aren't I?
Yeah, I guess so.
Last year I went to the Tim Burton exhibition in London, and they had the like outfit. It looked so cool in person. Like there were so many like little pieces to it that you can't even like see on the screen really, but like it was obviously all made of leather and just loads of like metal latches and stuff like that on it. It looked insane.
You can pull them around like a dog.
Yeah.
I should have got Lou Reed to be Edward Scissorhands. That would have been cool.
Apparently Michael Jackson was in talks at one point as well.
Really?
Fucking hell.
That would have been mental.
And Jim Carrey auditioned for it as well.
I think Jim Carrey would have done a better job, personally.
I think Johnny Depp does a bloody bang-up job, to be honest. He does it well. Don't think I could... It's the thing, it's when it's like this old and it's like... it's such an iconic movie now, you can't really envisage anyone else as playing that role. Then Tom Cruise doesn't even cross the mind. When he said that, I was genuinely baffled. I was like, Tom Cruise in this role? He's never played anything like this.
Edward would be insanely short.
There's nothing wrong with that, mate. Nothing wrong with being small.
No, just like the runtime would be short because he'd be running everywhere. Get things done so fast.
I think Tim Burton says that like he doesn't consider this his best movie, but it's his favourite. I think it was like something he was found very personal. He always considered himself like sort of an outsider, living up, like growing up in like suburbia. So I think a lot of the movie is sort of based on sort of his feelings growing up, sort of how he felt sort of ousted from the community and unwelcome.
I don't know. Rather, it's still like growing up in suburbia. You're not too hard done.
No,
he's all right.
But he's a little weirdo freak guy. No one liked him.
We all were. Only difference is we didn't have any money.
Yeah, that's true.
He didn't at that point, to be fair, did he?
His family probably did.
Yeah.
Suburbia?
Got a big house.
Jesus of suburbia.
Yeah, that's what it was about. Cool.
Right, I don't have anything else to add.
No. Yeah. What are we rating this one out of?
Got to be scissors, isn't it?
It's got to be scissors.
Yeah, it's got to be scissors. He's called bloody Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, okay. All right.
What are you looking at me like that's mental? That's a mental suggestion.
Because it's in the name of the movie.
Okay, what would you like to rate out of?
Tom Cruise.
Okay. Rate out of Tom Cruise.
Okay.
It's bad. Sorry. I like it less every time I watch it. I think it's just one of those really sort of passive ones where it's like, oh, I get it. He's like a guy with scissors for hands who does things wrong, and then you watch that for 2 hours. I think it would have been fine when I was a kid. I think I probably liked it more when I was a kid. This is very like a sort of whimsical tale for children. I'm not a child anymore, Mum. I'm gonna give it 5 Tom Cruises out of 10.
Yeah, this is one of my favourite movies.
Yeah.
I feel very differently than you guys, but I kind of expected that was the case. I knew you didn't really like it, Max, and I didn't think you would like it that much either, Kyle.
Oh, good.
But it's a very personal movie to me that shaped a lot of my sort of early like film experiences. Like from this, I went on to a lot of other Tim Burton movies and into a lot of horror movies and stuff like that. So it was very influential on me at quite a young age. And I still love it more than ever. So I give it 10 Tom Cruises out of 10.
Cool, bloody hell.
Yeah, sorry for shitting all over one of your favourite films of all time.
I'm not.
Sorry for being drunk that day we watched it. And apologies to anyone else that was in the room with me. I'll give this 2 Tom Cruises out of 10.
Jesus.
Is that mental?
You rated it a 3 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
Yeah, it's done now.
I was drunk, to be fair. What's a 3 equate to? Is that a 5 out of 10?
6.
6. That's definitely not fucking 6. Oh, fuck it. I'll give it a 4. It's a 4 Tom Cruise. No, it's 4 Tom Cruises.
Stick to your guns.
Okay, it's 2 then. Fuck it, it's a 2.
Okay. Moving on, the next one we watched was Mrs. Doubtfire, 1993 movie directed by Chris Columbus, based on a novel from the 80s called Madame Doubtfire by Anne Fine. In this movie, Robin Williams gets a divorce
Woo!
He then loses custody of his children, gets depressed, and decides that he is going to dress up as an old woman and pretend to be a Scottish lady called Euthanagia, or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
And be the nanny of their house to get to spend time with the kids.
Hey, we've all been there.
This is another favourite of mine.
Yeah.
Big childhood classic of mine that I still go back to quite often. So
Yeah.
what did you guys think of it?
I haven't seen this in years, since I was like a child. You know?
Same.
But it's not one that I watch like regularly. I think I must have watched it like once, maybe twice. It's one of those. You watch something like this now and you're like, damn, movies don't look like this now and they don't sound like this now. So it's very much like a time capsule.
Yeah, very much so.
Itself.
It looks older than it actually is.
It looks old as balls.
I don't know if that is just down to the transfer or what. I think even though it's the Blu-ray, it still looks very dated and grainy and a little bit ugly at points. So
yeah,
maybe they need to do a 4K restoration.
It's possible. That might fix it for me personally. If a movie looks like shit, I'm not going to like it all that much. And I think this falls into the category of like looking like every other movie from that era. So it's like, it's very basic, like the I think like the way it's shot and the way it is like framed, and I think like the story itself is what people want to latch onto. Robin Williams dresses like an old woman. That's funny. And they don't need to do anything more than that. I don't like care about like the filmmaking. I think it's all very like dull and boring to look at. Maybe that's partly to do with the transfer, but it's also, I think, just partly a sign of the times where like comedy movies from that era looked very similar.
Yeah.
I feel like they relied too much on the fact that they were comedy movies and you're just supposed to laugh at them, and not enough on like the way that they were constructed.
Yeah, it's like a studio comedy of the time, so
yeah,
they were kind of just sort of playing it by numbers, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
I think he looks better than every studio comedy that comes out today. Because
Yeah.
they all look like dog shit.
Oh yeah, nowadays like you don't really get studio comedies in general, but
At least this looks like a film.
yeah, I agree.
So there, I've said it.
So there.
No, I liked it. Well, yeah, I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
I liked
It's
it
fun.
when he burnt the big rubber boobs.
No,
That was
that
fun.
annoyed the shit at me, to be honest.
I liked it when he had to keep changing between the two voices and then actually physically get changed to go and see the Child Protection Service officer, whoever she was. And then the mask goes flying out the window, gets run over. I thought it had a lot of funny moments, and it's Robin Williams and he's a very funny man. I watch him do anything. I think he's very funny.
Yeah.
Thought it was a good performance, made me laugh. The kids all sucked, especially Matilda.
Matilda was grating.
Yeah.
I liked her. I think because she just feels like a real child.
Yeah, fair.
Like the way she speaks and stuff, I can imagine a real child speaking like that.
No, I felt like the director was behind the camera
That's
going
exactly
like,
what I thought, yeah.
baby it up more, be more baby.
I thought I didn't think she could read, so I thought she'd been taught all of her
Sorry.
lines like phonetically. Whereas like, you know where they're like, you know the scene in Temple of Doom where they try and get the
when Mrs.
clearly-
Doubtfire saved the day.
No, it's like the scene with the clearly like non-English speaking guy, and they get him to say Pancot Palace, and they've clearly just gone pan, and like made him do that a million times. That's what I felt like. That was a long fucking windy road. I shouldn't be doing this when I'm ill. My brain's all over the place. But no, I liked it. I thought it was fun. Pierce Brosnan's good. I like Sally Field.
I feel like a big part of this movie does kind of hinge on Robin Williams' performance.
Yeah.
It is kind of one of those sort of studio comedies where it's almost like a vehicle for that actor.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think it was written for him or anything like that, but he feels perfect for the role because I think he's one of those actors where he can nail so many different types of acting. Like, especially in this movie, you've got sort of not just the fact there's like the comedy and the drama, which I think he does so well, but he's also kind of playing two different characters. Although Mrs. Doubtfire is like a character in the universe. For me anyway, I found there were points where I kind of, every time I watch it, I kind of forget that it's like a made-up person, because the way he performs it and like completely embodies this character, it does almost feel like a whole other person.
Yeah, whereas his 2 Oscars, suck it, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners. You see, everyone was like, you should get 2 Oscars because you played 2 people. It's like, fuck off.
Yeah, that's a stupid suggestion.
Yeah.
Oh, Cat's going crazy.
Yeah, I think
It's Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah,
That's like
so
it.
he doesn't like it. Yeah, I like Robin Williams in the movie. I don't think the humour works for me all that much. I'm not like sat there laughing my ass off most of the time. Just
I had a couple of big laughs.
Nah, I didn't really care, to be honest.
I laughed.
There were points. There was definitely points, but it's just like most of it is like, you're supposed to laugh now, and I'm like, I would rather not.
Isn't that a lot of it the pretense of a comedy though, where it sets up things where you're meant to laugh?
It's the humour, the mode of humour doesn't work for me.
Oh, fair enough.
There's a lot of Robin Williams improvising. Apparently they did most scenes about 20 times, because he just would do like 3 or 4 where he stuck to the script, and then he just would keep doing it over and over again till he found that he like perfected it, like, and came up with enough funny material. I think he also kept trying to make all the other actors break. And Sally Field, I was reading, would never break, and it really annoyed him.
It's an expensive thing to do back in the day.
Yeah, especially when it was all on film.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you can't just delete the file.
I think if you've got Robin Williams though, that's exactly what you want from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just want him doing crazy Robin Williams shit that you can capture.
I think he has such a distinct sense of humour where, especially when he's doing like his own brand of comedy, like improvising or stand-up and stuff, where I can understand how someone could find it annoying. Like, I think sometimes it can come off a little bit annoying, but for me it works really well, and I think it's just the way he embodies it and performs it really works. As much as I do like completely love this movie with all my heart, there are definitely a lot of points where it leans a little bit too heavily into comedy cliches, like the dinner sequence at the end where it's like he has to be in 2 places at the same time. I don't mind it in this movie, but that is a cliche that I normally really hate in films.
What do you mean it annoyed the shit out of you?
Because it's like, oh, we're doing this, are we?
Yeah, but of course you're going to do that.
As soon as it started, I could hear Max go, for fuck's sake.
Of course you're going to do that. You've got one man playing a big Scottish woman.
Yeah, exactly. Of course they're going to do it. It's so easy to see from a mile off, and then they do it, and it's like, oh, we're doing this now. He's got to be in 2 places at once. Oh, they're going to do that. It's just going to blow up in his face, and then it does. It's like, well,
I think it's fine not to subvert expectations sometimes. I think they set it up fine. I found it quite funny.
It's fine if it's funny, but it's just not funny for me.
No, fair enough.
That's why it felt like most of it. I was like, it's not even that it's like annoying me. It's just that I just don't care.
Yeah.
I just don't find it funny. Bar like a couple of gags. I think what elevates it is definitely his performance. I think he can do a lot, and he is like one of the great comedic actors from any generation. And that's definitely one of the big celebrity deaths that has got to me over the years since we've been clocking them. But yeah, I think if it wasn't him, that it would be nothing. But luckily it is. And it annoys me that he just 20 takes, but I suppose that is why you want him in the end. I think he does a lot with the character. You can't imagine anybody else playing this character. No. And I do think he embodies both characters really, really well, enough that you can get a distinction and be like, you can forget about Mrs. Doubtfire when he's just playing Robin Williams' face, and you can forget about Robin Williams' face when he's playing Mrs. Doubtfire. It's like a really great performance in that way. As much as the comedy doesn't hit, I still appreciate his level of acting that he brings to it.
Agreed.
Yeah, definitely. I do really like Sally Field in the movie as well, even if I do find the character a little bit overly mean at points.
Yeah, just unnecessarily mean as well. Like, like taking custody of kids, like, for what purpose? It wasn't like he was like a bad dad or like abusive, you know what I mean?
No. But maybe that is kind of the point of the film, but there are definitely points where I like just straight up hate her and consider her to be like the villain of the film.
It's annoying. She's like, oh, you drop them off late, and then you drop them off an hour late so they could see me, and now you're here an hour early so that they can leave. And she's like, yeah, what can you do? I'm like, well, that's rude, isn't it?
I suppose he did also have a big party where they took in a load of like farm animals to the gaff.
That's comedy, though.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's comedy. Why'd you marry a man who could possibly do that and think that's never going to happen? You know, when you meet a man, here's the kind of guy who's going to throw a massive rager at my house and invite in a load of donkeys and kids. Yeah. That's the kind of man he is. You think that was never going to happen?
Facts.
Come on.
Facts, bro.
We're not children here. You can understand people.
Yeah.
Been married for 14 years. More. She's like, well, they were like, oh, this has been going on for 14 years. I'm like, 14 years? You haven't gotten divorced?
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I do really like that scene where she's kind of opening up to Mrs. Doubtfire sort of about the divorce, and like you can see like in Robin Williams' reaction to it, like this sort of sense of sort of understanding that maybe the character didn't have before. I think like just that one scene, that's such incredible acting from just like the facial expressions even underneath so much makeup.
Yeah, that's one of my favourite scenes of the movie.
Yeah, mine
it's
too.
like no laughs, it's just real acting.
Yeah. I was surprised how much I liked it, to be fair. Again, the alcohol may have helped because critical thinking brain was probably off for a bit, but yeah, I thought it was a good time. Thought it had a lot of heart.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I feel like sometimes these like big studio comedies can be a bit like mean spirited with the comedy, but this was just like a nice, wholesome, funny family comedy film.
Yeah, I think that's what Chris Columbus does best. I think a lot of his films are very, very sentimental.
Yeah,
and I completely understand the criticism like that I've seen towards this movie, that it's maybe overly sentimental, but I think I'm a little bit of a sucker for that sort of stuff, so it just completely clicks and works for me.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of know what you're getting when you go in. It doesn't surprise you or shock you. And I think if you're saying it's too overly sentimental, then you maybe thought you were going to watch a different film.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't grate on me, the sentimentality of it at all. That's something that's Chris Columbus, so I don't feel like I'm going to get anything different. So
yeah,
what can you do?
Exactly.
Do you think he changed his name from Christopher to Chris so that he wasn't confused with like
they were like
who founded America? Yeah,
he founded America, then he directed Mrs. Doubtfire.
But did he go by Christopher Columbus at one point?
Don't think so. I think he's always been Chris Columbus.
They named him Chris.
He's not the same guy that directed the first like Harry Potter film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, he's Christopher Columbus.
First two. He also did the first Home Alone.
Yeah.
Maybe the second one as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of good stuff.
He has. Shout out to Chris Columbus.
Is he still making movies?
Yeah.
Are they good?
Probably not.
We don't even know. We don't even know what Chris is making these days.
Didn't he do that Christmas Chronicles on Netflix or something?
Oh, yes, he did. The animated one.
No,
Christmas Columbicals.
No, it was like I can't remember who was in it, but it was like
Kurt
about
Russell.
Santa. Yeah, Kurt Russell as Santa.
That sounds like his bag.
Yeah. Oh, fair play. I'll
Big
give
nice
it a watch
movie about
next Christmas.
Santa Claus. Yeah.
I really loved the makeup work in the movie. I think that all looks incredible. I think it won an Oscar as well.
Yeah.
Which you can see. But yeah, like really transforms him into a different character while still sort of looking real.
Yeah, it's all really good. It's a big flex, I think. Love the it was his brother.
Yeah.
And his husband. Like, that guy's voice is fucked. He sounds like he's smoked about 50 cigarettes before he was the age of 5. Cigarette a day for the little baby. We could talk like this all the time.
Yeah, he was a cool guy. I liked him. He's got a few funny lines.
Yeah.
this is where my memory of the day gets a bit hazy. I'll be real with you guys. So I probably don't have the most to say on this film.
I thought when you said he's got a few funny lines, you're going to say some funny lines.
No, that's what I mean. I remember laughing at what he said. I just don't remember specifically what he said.
Okay.
God, I fucked that whole day up, didn't I?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to watch the films before.
Yeah, I was, but then I've only really had 5
days.
Yeah, no, Tuesday was my only free day.
Yeah.
And I'd been working all day, so I couldn't even. I didn't want to watch 3 films in the evening.
Well, next time, no alcohol.
Next time.
No, agreed. I'm not doing any more of these marathons with alcohol. I'm being serious. Because the last 2 I've been smashed for. And I've honestly put 2 of the worst performances in on this podcast I've ever heard. I can already feel that this one's a bad one.
Nah.
Not the podcast, just my performance on it.
I'm putting in fucking 100%, mate.
Oh, I'm trying to. Trust me. I'm racking my brains to remember anything I possibly can from that day. And I'm fucking struggling.
Do you like Pierce Brosnan in the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him in it.
I feel like he's just doing the James Bond thing.
Yeah, kind of. This was like, I think at this point in his career, he hadn't really had any sort of big movies, and this was like his big sort of almost breakthrough. I think he got James Bond a couple of years later. But I really like him in the film because I think like the character could like easily be like a bad guy sort of thing, but he's not really.
Just some dude.
Yeah, I think like because you're sort of following Robin Williams' character, you do sort of dislike him almost in a way, but like at the same time, he's not really doing anything wrong. He's just kind of there. And I think he nails that.
If he had been doing all that like in front of him and he knew it was her husband, then you'd be like, well, maybe he's a bit weird. Giving his kids piggybacks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not. But yeah, no, he's fine.
Yeah. The one downfall I would say with this film is the punishment for what Robin Williams' character does is way too light. He should have been committed to a mental asylum for this. This is not the way you go about getting your kids back.
He's just passionate.
Yeah.
He lost his kids forever, technically.
Well,
in the eyes of the law.
I guess technically, yes. But he also got a fucking TV show out of it. So
yeah.
At least he didn't do a Sugarland Express and break out of prison and go on the run.
That would have been cool. As Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah. They were like, leave the makeup on.
Yeah. That would have been sick.
Put him in a women's prison.
They were trying to make a sequel to this for years for some reason. But like Robin Williams could never settle on any of the like ideas they were coming up with. And I think that they finally came up with an idea that he loved, signed on, and obviously that was just before he passed, so it never got made.
That was going to be like Die Hard 2.
Yeah.
Die Harder.
Die Harder. Mrs. Doubtfire.
He gets divorced again.
Yeah. He's married to somebody else and he gets divorced again. He just can't hold down a wife.
Me and our friend Ed were whispering to each other throughout this that it would be funnier if Mrs. Doubtfire was Jamaican.
Oh, is that what you were saying to each other?
And then we were just doing we were just speaking patois after Mrs. Doubtfire would say anything.
You were like little like kids at the back of the classroom.
We actually were. We shouldn't be seated together during these things because we can't behave.
Fucking hell. You couldn't be seated with anyone though.
No, true. We'll get on to that, I guess.
Right, what are we going to rate this one out of there?
You tell me.
Aerosmith. There's that bit where dude looks like a lady plays.
Yeah, man.
It's really fucking cringe.
Yeah.
I love this movie, but every time that song starts playing, I do get a little bit embarrassed.
Fucking hell.
Just even when you're watching it by yourself, you just get embarrassed.
It is embarrassing.
Yeah, this is like one of my big comfort movies. I watched it loads growing up, and I think I hadn't watched it for years and then rediscovered it like 3 or 4 years ago, and I've watched it at least once or twice a year since then because it's just so wholesome and warm, and always cheers me up if I'm in a bad place. It's like such a comforting movie for me. And I think Robin Williams is absolutely incredible in it. It's one of my favourite performances of his. So I'm going to give it 9 Aerosmiths out of 10.
I think I prefer Jumanji.
Jumanji's a banger, to be fair.
Jumanji is good. I like Jumanji.
Good Will Hunting's great, obviously.
Yeah.
Aladdin.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Zathura?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not in that, though.
No, I know, but just on the subject
seen
of Jumanji.
RV.
Yes, RV.
Yeah, that's a Robin Williams classic.
Yeah.
I haven't seen many of his movies, to be honest.
Don't watch RV.
But yeah,
okay.
Dead Poet Society.
Yeah, that's good.
Good Morning Vietnam, is he in that?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. I hear it's okay.
Popeye.
Popeye.
Yeah, he plays Popeye.
6 Aerosmiths out of 10.
Yes. 6 Aerosmiths out of 10.
Decent.
Cool. So the final movie is The Straight Story from 1999, directed by David Lynch, the man, the myth, the legend.
Corpse.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I mean, he's not wrong.
Nah.
It's our first time doing a David Lynch movie since his passing as well.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think we've only done 2 before.
I think so, yeah.
Mulholland Drive and Eraserhead, I think.
When are we doing Blue Velvet then, boys?
When you pick it.
Yeah. He's going to scramble and change his choice.
Wait 1 second. Yeah.
So yeah, it's based on a true story about a man called Alvin Straight who is going through a lot of health problems, can't drive because he's so old.
He doesn't have a driving license.
Yeah, he has it taken away, I think. Finds out that his estranged brother, who's not spoken to in 15 years, has had a stroke. So he decides he's going to get there. Yeah. Just keep throwing me off. So he decides he wants to go see him, patch things up, but he wants to get there on his own terms without any help from anyone else. So he gets on his lawnmower and he drives across America to go see him. Neither of you guys have seen this before, have you?
No.
I think that was the only Lynch that I hadn't seen yet.
Nice.
So I've seen them all now.
Yeah, I think I watched it a couple of years ago. I absolutely loved it, but it's been like impossible to find. Like, I think you could get a DVD which looked like shit, but they just released it on 4K in the UK, so had to get it, had to pick it for the podcast, the first opportunity I got, and that is the reason I came up with the whole marathon, was just to make you guys watch that. So what did you guys think of it?
It is great. I really love it. It's like hailed as his most normal movie. I don't know what that means really, because when I watched it, I thought this is like so David Lynch.
Yeah,
It's very Lynchian, and it's all like the hallmarks of the movies that he makes are in here. You still have these like weird, strange, awkward moments between people, or like and like the way the camera moves is all. It feels like it was made by him, and I don't think anybody else could have made it. If you'd have sat me down and just like put this on, and I didn't know what it was, I'd say this feels very Lynchian.
yeah.
But it's better for that, I think, and it makes it like a more elevated experience. As much as it is like a very, for want of a better word, straight story. It's just like point A to point B. You watch this guy go. Weirdly, a lot of it is shot. So like when he's going along on his like little tractor thing on his lawnmower, it's going from right to left, which I found quite weird. Whereas usually you'd feel like forward momentum in terms of like a story, you'd go from left to right. So that's the way we read, and that's the way that like, you know, we draw things, or like in a linear fashion, you would think left to right. But most of the time he's going from right to left. So I really enjoyed that about the movie a lot.
Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was sick. I agree that it's very Lynchian, even though I guess it is quote unquote normal. But I also think it's like shows off a part of Lynch that maybe necessarily isn't that prominent in some of his other films, where it's like really heartfelt and deals with like some serious topics, and you just get characters sat just chatting about sort of life and like history and all of that kind of thing for really extended scenes. The one I really liked is the one...
The bar.
I like that one, but I really like the one with the priest as well, with the bonfire in the middle. Yeah, I thought it was great. I thought, what was the lead actor's name?
Richard Farnsworth.
Richard Farnsworth. I thought he was brilliant.
Dying, wasn't it?
Yeah, he had a terminal illness. Apparently the reason he walks around with the 2 canes is because he couldn't walk.
That's
so
crazy.
They kind of added that for him.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough. That's insane.
Oh, you can't 2 cane the man.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I really liked it. I think it would have been cool maybe to see Lynch do films in a similar style where it's a bit more character focused. Maybe that's the wrong thing to say, because a lot of his films are character focused, but like, you know what I mean, where it's a bit more like intimately character focused.
Yeah. I think that's something that I love about this movie is it's so Lynchian, but it also does kind of feel like a bit of an outlier in his filmography, where this is like the only kind of movie he made like this. That's like, yeah, there's like nothing in the way of abstract here. It's all very straight to the point, but it sort of still feels like his kind of movie because of the sort of weird, quirky sort of characters and character interactions and the way it's shot, which like for me that those are sort of probably my favorite things about his films. I would say he's my favorite director, and obviously I love all the abstract nonsense that he has going on in all of his other movies, but the stuff I always remember and connect with is sort of those character interactions and people just being weird and everyone sort of reacting to it as if that's sort of a normal way to be. And you get a lot of that throughout this movie.
Yeah, for sure. I like to see at the bar as well, where he's just talking about, and yeah, thinking about that as well, where it's like they're talking about the war and where they were stationed. He talks about how, I forget where he was like in a jungle or something, and he was a lookout sniper, and they were waiting for their buddies to come back, but he didn't know who were his mates and who were the enemies, so he took a shot and he saw a movement. He ended up killing someone, but I don't think he knew if it was his friend or not. So he's like constantly been dealing with that like throughout his whole life now, and he's like, they said that they found the person. It was like one of his friends, and he didn't tell anyone it was him. But from that far off, I felt like it's possible that it could have been somebody else as well.
Yeah,
they just didn't find that body. But like he thought that he had killed his friend. I think that's like a hard thing to have to deal with for all that time, and he's got like a lot of pain in his life, but he's like the point of the journey that he's on is to try and reconcile that, and like make friends with his brother again, who is also sort of quite estranged from. Yeah,
I love sort of how as the film progresses, he becomes more and more open with people. Like the beginning of the movie, he's like so sort of insular, won't share anything, won't connect with anyone really, but as the film goes on, as he meets different people along the journey, like with each new person he meets, he sort of opens himself up a little bit more, becomes like sort of more revealing to people, and I think that sort of helps the sort of emotional tension in the film, especially like when you get towards the end and he like finally reveals everything about his relationship with his brother and how they've been disconnected for so long and how badly he wants to see him and stuff. I think it makes that final scene where they are finally reconnected to hit so much harder.
Yeah, that ending's insane. I like the fact that they hid it was Harry Dean Stanton in the opening credits, because I was like, I don't know why, I just added like another layer to it to me, and I was like, fuck, it's Harry Dean Stanton. And then they don't even really say very much. They kind of just sit there, say the odd word, but like you can see Harry Dean Stanton's character's getting so like choked up because his brother's
all that way on
exactly.
Yeah.
Like he's made the effort, and maybe it's like not a full reconciliation, but you can see how much he's tried to get there to make the effort to actually reconcile that relationship before either one of them dies, you know?
It's one of those moments where I feel like sort of the action of him being there says everything.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
They don't really need to speak about it. Like that does kind of do so much for their relationship.
Yeah.
I always like that in movies. well, show don't tell, I suppose. But yeah, it packs more emotion, I think, than just like outright saying how you're feeling.
Yeah,
and, I enjoy movies that can show you with like images what you need to know instead of just saying what you need to know. Because oftentimes I find that quite like corny. And if they had like a lengthy conversation, I don't think I would have attached myself to it. If that scene had gone on for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it would have taken all the wind out of the sails. You have that like impact because beforehand you think, is he still alive? I don't know.
I thought he was going to be dead.
We're all there like tense. I was so tense.
I literally didn't breathe.
Yeah.
As soon as he gets there and he starts shouting for his brother, and then he sort of like walks towards the door, and I was like, "Fuck, he's going to be dead." I wasn't breathing.
Yeah.
And then when he walked out, I was just, "Oh, thank God for that."
So there's all that. You get the tension and the release, but if that had gone on for like too long, then that would have probably hurt the movie a bit more.
Yeah.
But, no, as it stands, it's just like a really great movie. He just knows how to do it. He knows when to put things where. That's why he was the fucking master.
Yeah, and also knows when to end it as well. Because I feel like very easily could have sort of kept it going after that, had them like talking loads and spending time together, but it doesn't. You get this like one really tiny interaction where you see clearly how much it means to these two characters, and then that's the end of the movie.
Yeah.
It's
big, it's impactful, it works.
Yeah, exactly. And when you've got Harry Dean Stanton, you don't really need to say much. That guy can just act with just his face. He's so good at that. It's insane.
He is good.
Fucking love that guy, man.
And he's really, really great in it, even though he's only in it for like 1 minute.
Mate, he steals the whole show. It was incredible.
I think Richard Farnsworth is absolutely phenomenal. Delivers like, honestly, like one of my favourite performances in any film. I think he's so incredible. You can tell how much he sort of connects with this character, with his own struggles, and how much he's putting sort of what he's going through into the performance. So it just feels so sort of naturalistic.
Yeah, it feels like he's in a lot of pain throughout most of the movie. I'm sort of juggling whether to like you watch those sorts of things. It's like, is it worth it? Is the performance worth it to put yourself through that much like harm? But I guess if that's what he really wanted to do, that's what he really wanted to do.
Yeah.
But I can't like detach myself from thinking like, God, this guy was probably in so much pain, and like the way he gets off the lawnmower, it's like, God.
Yeah,
like you don't need to be doing this to yourself.
No, exactly.
Yeah. I think he originally said no to the movie because he watched Blue Velvet and he was like, I don't want to work with this guy. There's too many curse words in this film. So David Lynch had to like basically convince him and beg him to do it because they didn't want anyone else for the film. Like he was the first and only choice for it.
Wow. We won't curse.
And to be fair, they don't for the most part, do they?
No, they don't. It's I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it was in America and a lot of the world it's distributed by Disney, so it's like a Disney movie basically.
Yeah.
Real weird. It has a vibe for sure.
Yeah.
Where like Disney would be all over this, you know, and it's got like the bright colours and the sun and the sort of American vibe to it. I think, going along this like really, really long road where it just feels like it doesn't make too many turns. It's just going along a road.
It's like I would say it's like the flip side to like Blue Velvet, where you see like the horrible seedy underbelly of like small town America.
Yeah.
Whereas this is like the really positive, nice side of small town America. Whereas like every town he's in, he meets like a lovely person who he can have a chat with and
who wants to help.
Yeah, exactly. Like when his tractor breaks down and
that was terrifying.
Someone comes along with like a bigger tractor and helps him out, and
Oh no, that part, that was really nice. The part that got me, and I was like fucking biting my fingernails, was like when he was like his brakes stopped.
Oh,
and he rolled down that hill,
and he's just zooming down the hill.
Yeah,
the way they filmed it, like it's like sort of looking at the road, and the road's going really, really, really fast. That gets me, man.
Yeah,
it's
and
really
like
great.
the camera's like shaking and stuff. That is like very much like Lynch being like, well, I've got to get some horror in there somewhere.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, I've got to do my Lost Highway thing.
Yeah. But I think you're right. He like so much of his movies, the way he paints sort of different areas of America, he does sort of show sort of the dark side underneath, whereas here he very much is showing his love of the country, especially like the Midwestern sort of area of the country, and everyone in it is just like so sweet and wholesome. There isn't a single villain or bad person in this. Everyone is sort of there to help. Everyone's so understanding. Seems like everyone sort of understands like why he's doing it, and like understands like how important family is and how important this sort of journey is, and want to do everything they can to help him through, even though it's like such a dangerous thing to do.
Yeah.
And it is. I was like, why don't you just take the bus? He gets on a bus at one point. I'm like, just take the bus, man. Why can't you just take the bus?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's like the whole character kind of. He's very, very prideful. He only wants to do things for himself, and he doesn't want help from anyone else. No. And he refuses to sort of accept the fact he's getting to the point where he can't really be on his own and can't really live without help from other people. It's even like his relationship with his daughter. I think she very much wants to help him and look after him, but he like kind of rejects all of that.
Oh, I've got to go it on my own. I'm a lawn mower.
Yeah.
Gets a John Deere.
Yes.
And he shoots his old lawnmower and blows it up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, it's a difficult film to talk about because it's like not much happens, but a lot happens, if you know what I mean. You can talk about every single individual conversation, but I think you'd be kind of sort of ruining the film. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I felt like this was the film that everyone wanted to watch, and I just missed that vibe, that cue to start with. And I will say I still don't think the Sissy Spacek performance is very good. I'm going to stand on business with that one. I still think she's overdoing it there. But overall, I'm glad I locked in for this one and sobered up and sorted my head out, and because it was a really, really great experience. And yeah, just watching that final scene with everyone sat in silence, sort of like with bated breath, I was like, yeah, sick. This is what it's all about.
It was nice, yeah. This is the America that my mum believes in. When we went to America before, when we were kids, she goes, just if you get lost, you get scared or whatever, just talk to an American because they're all lovely. They're all wonderful people.
Yeah.
I go, okay, mum, thank you. I'll do that. And to be fair, every American that I talked to was really nice.
Okay, there we go.
They didn't let me down.
Maybe Lynch is onto something then.
I'll never go back there though. God, no, you wouldn't catch me dead there.
No. I would go back, but not while the Orange Man's in charge.
Yeah, I've never been. It's always been top of my bucket list, but not at the moment.
No.
Scorched earth, mate.
Yeah, got to wait a couple more years at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Angelo Badalamenti's score.
Yes.
There's definitely like a couple of pieces which are used quite a lot throughout the movie, but I didn't really mind that because I thought it was all really beautiful. I love how it sort of blends sort of the synthy elements of his like Twin Peaks sort of music, but also with more of that Americana sort of country twang as well.
Yeah, I definitely got more into it as the movie went along. As soon as it started, it reminded me so much of Twin Peaks that I was like, why is he just doing Twin Peaks? And that annoyed me. But as it got going, it was definitely, I got into it a lot more and found much more to like about it. I think it'd be good on vinyl. It'd be a great one on vinyl. Yeah,
no, Angelo Badalamenti for me is sick. He's the boy. Although, what film did we watch recently that was scored by Angelo Badalamenti and I was like, this sucks? I can't remember now.
He did the score for Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
That was it, exactly. Yes, that was it. Because I remember speaking about that in the Hooptober episode. But yeah, no, Angelo's the man. Yeah, he's got like his music adds. He's like a character in the film, and it really like adds to the experience and sets a mood and like a time and a place. So, and I think he does it really well in this film. Yeah, I really like the music for this one.
Have you seen that interview where David Lynch says that this is his most experimental film?
No.
Yeah, he's like, this is my most experimental film, and like someone's like, what do you mean by that? And he just laughs and doesn't say anything.
I thought you said that about Eraserhead.
No, he said that's his most spiritual film.
Yeah. To be fair, I kind of get what he means, because it's experimental for him.
Yeah,
because it's
definitely.
so. I mean, there are Lynchian aspects like the dialogue and the weird pauses and the sort of weird cuts, but the actual like cinematography, the editing, the sound design, it's all very different to a lot of his other films.
Yeah, the only other film he has that's sort of this human and this sort of simple and normal is like The Elephant Man.
Yeah.
I think they are kind of quite similar in sort of tone and how sort of they tackle the human spirit and life in general and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Even that one's fucked.
Yeah, even that one has a lot of weird shit going on.
Yeah, the opening of that film's mental with the elephants. Don't know what they're doing. Having sex with his mum.
God. Yeah. I don't have too much more to say on it. I just enjoyed the experience. I think it's one that's nice to just like chill out and watch.
Yeah, definitely.
And as much as we had our moments, I enjoyed watching it with a lot of people as we got into it, and just sort of realised what the movie was. And we were all just sort of like, by the end, we were all just like very nice, calm, in like a good place, and just like, this is great.
Yeah, we're all mesmerised.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think it's a very peaceful, sort of calming movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad it's finally got a physical release.
Yeah, I'll have to get that because it's really nice. It looks really great.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. Like the only time I've seen it before was on DVD and it looked like garbage. So it was nice to see it like in 4K, looking incredible.
All his movies need a 4K. All of them, man.
I've got the Mulholland Drive one.
Yeah.
And I think that looks like shit on 4K.
What the heck?
Yeah.
No, I think it looks good. I think Eraserhead's the only one that doesn't now.
Yeah. It's got a Criterion though, isn't it?
Yeah, just a Blu-ray.
Balls.
But it might get one eventually.
Yeah, I'm sure Criterion will do a 4K release of that.
Blue Velvet has a 4K Criterion in America, which I had to import.
Yeah.
Why don't we get anything nice here?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Fucking niche here, mate.
Yeah.
Inland Empire obviously only has a Blu-ray, but it was shot on really cheap digital cameras anyway.
Doesn't matter anyway, because that's shit anyway.
What the hell are you talking about? Inland Empire?
Movie.
I'll grow
That's
up.
the worst movie.
No,
You're mental.
You've not seen Dune, though, have you?
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't seen Dune. Shit. There's one more I gotta watch.
Yeah.
Don't bother.
There's one
It's
more.
rubbish.
Dune fucking stinks.
Well, you're not gonna like the next marathon I got coming up.
Okay. What are we going to rate this one out of?
Chipmunks.
Okay.
What, because the main character's called Alvin?
Hey, nobody else said anything.
Yeah. Did you have that planned out the whole time?
No, it just came to me.
Yeah, I think this is an incredible movie. Really, really beautiful. Rewatching it, I think it's only the second time I've watched it, but I just like absolutely fell head over heels in love with it this second time around. I think it might be one of my favourite Lynch movies, but I'll have to give it another go with some of the others to see how it stacks up. But either way, I'm going to give it 10 chipmunks out of 10.
Nice.
Yeah. It's his most cerebral movie. I feel like you could say that about pretty much any one of his movies.
Yeah.
Because they're all quite cerebral. They're all doing some weird shit.
Apart from June.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was a really nice, heartwarming movie. Not something I've seen from Lynch before, so I was really enjoying that about the experience. Is one of my favourites. I would love to watch this again at a later date and see how it stacks up. At the moment, I think I'll give it 8 chipmunks out of 10.
Nice. I am going to give it 9 chipmunks out of 10. I really liked it. It actually sobered me up. And yeah, it just sort of made me think about life and like family and my brother. Yeah, it was very nice. I had a long reflection when I got home that evening about it, and I really liked it. So thank you for bringing it along and showing it to us all.
You're welcome. Glad to share it with you. Rest in peace, King.
Yeah, baby. Cool. So that's that. Thanks for the movies, Chris. Next time, coming at you with another marathon. What are we on now? Oh, it's going to be May. It's going to be May.
It's going to be May. That one's going to be a hard one to fit in, I think, because I'm a busy man in May.
Sure, we'll get there.
Yeah.
May, maybe not. May, I don't know. Just follow the socials. Follow the Instagram. What's the Instagram, Chris? Sunday Movie Marathon, maybe.
Why are you asking me? You run it.
I don't fucking know the handles anymore. Sunday Movie Instagram, Sunday Movie Marathon. Yeah, why not? Just search Sunday Movie Marathon. You get there. I believe in you. You're an adult. Anyway, what's the next marathon, Kai?
So apparently I spoiled what it was going to be for both of you.
Many times.
So I'm not doing that anymore.
Oh.
Because I like an element of surprise. So it's going to be films. I was going to do the Rocky trilogy.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be films.
Well, now you've told everyone.
Based around boxing.
Okay.
So Rocky is in there. The first Rocky film. We will be watching that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Because Max has never seen that before.
I believe you'd do this to me.
Then we're going to watch, well, this isn't going to be the order, but we're going to do Fat City.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do On the Waterfront.
Okay.
I've never heard of those movies.
What the hell are you talking about? On the Waterfront and Fat City. Even Fat City, I get On the Waterfront. It's one of the most famous films of all
I'm
time.
actually shocked about that. That is like one of the movies.
I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody.
I've not seen it, so I'm excited.
No, not Reverend and the Makers.
Yeah.
Marlon Brando. On the Waterfront.
I've seen Apocalypse Now.
Jesus. Well, you're in for a treat, my friend, because it's a great film.
There we go. We'll end this by making me feel like a right mug. You don't know shit about movies.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to do that. I was just genuinely
No, you've
shocked.
said it now.
Because it's like, I bet The Simpsons have done loads of references to it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like,
You don't know what people are referencing if you don't know what they're
true.
referencing.
But it's one of those films, it's like been in the cultural zeitgeist like since it came out. It was like a big hit and it's like endlessly quoted and all of this kind of thing.
Well, I'm sure soon I'll learn all about it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to showing you that then. That'd be good.
Cool.
Imagine if he hates it and gives it like a half star.
Hey,
It's always possible.
I probably deserve it for the for the karma for how I acted in this last marathon. Not this recording session, although I don't think I performed very well, but the actual marathon.
So make sure you watch Rocky, Fat City, and On the Waterfront. We'll come back to you next time and tell you how we felt about Marlon. Any closing statements?
Just
No.
a public apology again.
Yeah.
For how I acted and behaved
It's all right, we
when
forgive
we
you.
watch these films.
Don't let it happen again.
It won't be happening again. If
Bye.
it does, I'll throw myself out of your window.
Oh, yeah, you said you were going to do that, but you can't do that because it's not that kind of window. It's just up at the top there. You'd have to squeeze yourself through.
Nah.
And it doesn't open all the way.
If I ran at
So
that
that'd be
enough
horrible.
force,
It'd be
I'd
like
go through that.
pushing meat through a fucking mincer.
It's not quite as dramatic.
No, it'd be disgusting.
You might be able to get out the bathroom window.
Yeah.
No, I don't know, really.
If you run at any window fast enough, you can go through it.
Oh, I've done that.
You've ran at that one.
No, I've ran out a window, though. I cut part of my head off. Do you not know this about me? You know this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No.
Oh. See you next time.
Bye.